The idea that all young job seekers have barriers into work is also not fair. Yes, there are some people in our community that are caught in the intergenerational unemployment cycle. And yes, there are complex barriers for them in entering the workforce. But that is not every young person. And I meet lots and lots of young people and their parents who just simply want a start. They just want a job. But at the moment, there is no focus on this government creating good, secure jobs that these people can count on. People like Lee. Lee is 25, unemployed and a job seeker. He's had very little paid work since he left school. He has been receiving Centrelink payments since finishing his diploma in interactive media about 18 months ago. Lee volunteers for the Red Cross Blood Service in Bendigo and is keen to get paid work, particularly in his career of choice. However, would be happy to take any job. He's currently living at home with his parents and he doesn't want to be at home. He wants to get out and start the rest of his life. But in Bendigo, we do lack job opportunities for young people. Bendigo's unemployment rate for young people is high, but it's not as high as other areas. Areas like Townsville, areas like Cairns, we're into double digits, 20% youth unemployment in Cairns. Areas to the north of Bendigo, areas like Shepparton, areas like Mildura, lots of areas have high youth unemployment. But this program isn't going to help all of those young people. This program seeks to exploit a small group of young people, and it doesn't deal with this. It doesn't have the safeguards in place to make sure that young people's experience involved in this program is not going to be a horrible, bad exploitation experience. It will actually be a good experience of work. Lee is not alone. He's not the only one in my electorate that's looking for work. Amanda contacted me, she's the mum, contacted me about her son being out of work for years. He applies for everything he can, she says. He drops his resume into industrial sites and simply cannot get work. No Centrelink means that he'll be homeless again. Lots of places insist that unemployed people have driver's licence, have their own cars, but they can barely afford to pay rent, utilities and food. There's nothing left to be able to afford and pay for a vehicle, to be able to drive yourself to and from work or to and from the interviews. This is the reality for young people who are trying to break into the jobs market, and this program does little to help change that situation. $200 on top of Newstart doesn't help resolve the issues that Amanda's son will be facing. Not to mention that if Amanda's son was to get a job under this program, he's just displaced another young worker that would have had that job anyway.